Gamers, we are back, and today we got the Sultan's Ascent Variant Civilization deep dive. We dive in deep, and I got some news for you. All right, let's go. The Sultan's Ascent expansion November 14th. The upcoming Civilization will bring new 8-mission campaign, 2 new civilizations, Japanese and Byzantines, 4 variant. It's actually 11 maps. A dev told me this in chat. I don't know if he's lying or whatever. 2 new biomes, new unlockable rewards. Between now and launch, we'll be sharing deeper looks at what's included in expansion. After hearing player feedback, we're starting with a deep dive variant civilization, which are new to both AoE 4 and AoE franchise as a whole. We're pairing this deep dive with a look at the Jeanne. What is a variant civilization? A variant civilization is a modified version of the classic civilization that you already know and love from the core game, Core W. They offer new gameplay elements and strategies while keeping all the familiarity, identity of the classic civilization intact. Variant civilizations are not designed to replace the classic civs. They are derived from, but instead provide an alternative way to play. I cannot read. We start with historical inspiration from some element in the history of the classic civilization and then build gameplay from that theme. These elements can be a single individual like Jeanne d'Arc, a philosophy like Neo-Confucianism of Zhu Shi. Is that how you pronounce it? Do we have any Chinese gamers in the chat? Isn't H or X pronounced she? Sushi? I mean, I don't know how to pronounce this. Okay, Zoom B. Let's go with that. Or a particular historical group within the broader culture, like Order of the Dragon. There's already some information here that's, yeah. Although these seeds are often small moments, we explore the what if of keeping that focus throughout the journey through the 4 ages. Historically, Jeanne d'Arc lived at what would be the early part of the Imperial Age, just as France was adopting firearms at large scale. But we feature across all 4 ages in a variant that bears her name, because Age of Empires 4 is a fucking game. This builds on some of the historical extensions of the classic civilizations, such as the Abbasid dynasty and Delhi Sultanate having full gunpowder units, even though those particular groups never adopted gunpowder. Okay, we need to cancel Relic and Microsoft. What the fuck did I just read? They had no gunpowder? And they have it in game? Wow. I am shooketh, RN. This hurts me to the core. Damn. They lied to us. Not everything changes between classic and variant. Many basic units and buildings remain the same, as do music and historical speech. Each variant has its own list of changes, which might be a new set of landmarks. Units, revise their wholly new technologies or civilization mechanics, and more. The changes are always significant, however, and remake how the civilization plays. Players of a parent and variant civilization will be making very different choices and pursuing different strategies throughout a match. Why are variant civilizations being introduced? First and foremost, all civilizations in Age of Empires, be the classic or variants, are there to deliver excellent and engaging experiences to our gamers. The classic civilizations are there to capture history of civilizations over several centuries, capturing the evolution of whole cultures and expressing them as broad gameplay, themes supported by art, music, speech, and much more. Variant civilizations take an element of that broad historical sweep and build a fresh game experience around it. What about my history? The variant civilizations are also a great opportunity for us to explore gameplay mechanics that push the envelope. The Jeanne d'Arc variant civilization is entirely focused. Here we go, boys. You get to see the information. Entirely focused on a hero unit who gains levels and transforms throughout the match. This is not something we've seen in Age of Empires 4 before, and variants allow us to really lead into these mechanics. Now, I want to talk about something important. Historically, how does a human being level up? How does a human level up? What does that even mean? Okay. What was the inspiration for variant civilization? History is always the first source of inspiration for the Age of Empires team, but we also look to our community and how they play the game. Looking at the landscape of play, we saw opportunities for fun RTS experiences we hadn't yet explored. To cite just one example, we realized we had gone on to elite units, but not an elite army. Ooh, there's another. Yo, they're leaking. They're leaking stuff right now. We realized we had gone into elite units, but not an elite army. What would an Age of Empires 4, Age of Empires version of a low unit count army of powerful units look like? What benefits would that provide to players struggling with cognitive load? What awesome gameplay moments could that deliver? From there was born Order of the Dragon. Do you guys know what that means? You have no idea. I don't think anyone's gonna guess what that means, what this thing means. Like what it actually means. So yeah. Since announcing the variant civilization, you've changed 2 names. Guys, Reddit gamers, forum users, keyboard warriors, we have done it. Or you have done it, actually. I didn't give a fuck about the names. The names of the 2 civilizations has changed. And I cannot wait to read Reddit people molding that they don't like this one either. Number 1. Jeanne d'Arc is staying the same. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Boo! Am I right? Second civ. The Order of the Dragon. It's staying the same. Okay, the last 2, one of them you will like, one of them people will not like. Okay? I'm preparing you. Jade Empire, or Empire of the Jade, or whatever, what was it called? Jade Empire is changed to this that I do not know how to pronounce. So instead of calling it Empire of Jade, now I don't know how to pronounce this civ. Everyone's saying sushi. Okay, well, there you go. And the last one, you guys will be happy about. So, yeah, the Abbasid dynasty or Sultan's army is getting changed to Ayyubids. Which also I don't know how to read. Ayyubids? 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 Ayo, let's go. What's your favorite civ? And sushi. I don't know how to pronounce them, I'm sorry. Dude, did you guys hear the new variant civ that's coming with the new expansion? What's it called? Naming things is difficult. We need to we need to balance. Oh, I got the name here for the Chinese version too. That's the full name, actually. Naming things is difficult. We need to balance historicity and with trying to represent what is unique about a civilization. We talk a lot about names. We try out options. We consult with experts. That's Reddit, by the way. That's what they mean. Those are the experts. The historians. We test and reflect, but sometimes we miss things or get things wrong. Some members of our community raised concerns that a few of our names were needlessly vague and needlessly exotic. Tising. World's Edge and Relic. Dude, what is with the words, man? From now on, they gotta release these passions as simpler words. I cannot pronounce these. They're doing like tongue twisters on me. They take such concerns very seriously, and after much discussion and consultation with Redditors, we have decided to make some changes. We won't always get things right, but we are listening and always learning, and we appreciate your sharing your thoughts with us. Your voices are a part of our development process, and we'll continue to hear them. Amen. Oh, it's already up? Yo, let's go. Okay, November 14th. Jeanne d'Arc is coming. There's actual info, boys. Let's go. You guys ready? So there's more information on the new French civilization. Jeanne d'Arc is a variant of Age of Empires 4 French civilization and available with the Sultan's Ascendant expansion. From humble beginnings, Jeanne d'Arc. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing this correctly. I mean, that's why I love Order of the Dragon. Very simple, straight to the point, you know. Embodies hope for the French people, taking to battlefield and leading the charge by taking on 7 different roles. Jeanne d'Arc? Jeanne Coq. I don't think that's the one. Is it Jeanne d'Arc? John d'Arc. Marine Lord, how do I pronounce this? You might not know, you're kind of illiterate. Jean Cena? I don't... Okay, whatever. Born in 1412, she inspired the French nation to rise against tyranny. In their darkest hour, the French people looked to Jeanne as a symbol of courage and strength as she fought alongside inspired troops to victory. Poggers. Playing as... Oh, there it is! Jeanne d'Arc. Jeanne d'Arc. Jeanne d'Arc. Presence on the battlefield is far-reaching, featuring abilities that deal damage. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Abilities that deal damage, heal allies, and inspire villagers and soldiers alike. Progress hero through 4 levels, with each tier offering a new choice that enables the hero to support her army. In the Dark Age, hero takes the role of a villager who gains experience by constructing buildings and gathering resources. Once level 2 is reached, hero must choose her path, equipping a sword or bow to fight with, and unlocking several new abilities which can turn the tides of the battle. From level 2 and on, she gains experience by engaging in combat. By late game, she has completed the journey of a hero and is fielding large armies. She is fielding large armies supported by her powerful abilities and companions. There's more info. Okay. These are the companions. Jane's champion. Elite melee unit skilled at countering enemy spearmen. The champion's incredible durability makes it an excellent frontline unit. Yada champion becomes available once she reaches level 3 and is stronger when in close proximity to the hero. Jeanne's Raider. A fast light cavalry unit with exceptional ranged armor. The rider charges into battle at her side, ready to run down any crossbowmen forces nearby. It becomes available once she reaches level 3 and is stronger when in close proximity. We are getting the first cavalry that has bonus damage versus crossbows specifically. And we're getting a melee unit right here that has bonus damage against spearmen. What's her ultimate ability? Here we go. Level 1. So at level 1, by the way, She is a villager, okay? When the game starts, she's a villager. But everything she does in the game, you gain experience. So gathering, building, repairing, she gets experience, okay? So the way you want to actually play her, by the way, is you want to be building a landmark with her. Because she gains a lot of experience while building stuff. So you want to kind of reach level 2 as fast as possible. Now, once she goes to level 2, you either become an archer or a woman at arms. And then you gain different abilities based on which one you took. She also gains additional abilities such as Divine Restoration, which heals nearby units for a percentage of their missing health. So this ability does not heal like 20-30% of your health. It heals the percentage of your missing health. By the way, she's not like just an archer. She's a bit stronger archer, obviously. I mean, she's a hero, right? So whichever choices she makes, she is a bit stronger. Level 3, she gets a horse. Level 3, Jeanne d'Arc mounts a horse for combat while retaining her weapon of choice. She also chooses her companion units for the rest of the game, either the riders or the champions. The selected companion will be summoned via the rally call ability and becomes available to train at the keeps. That's right, we can train units at keeps now. I mean, okay, English can, but who gives a fuck about English? So, again, once you reach level 3, you either take the melee cavalry form, like a knight, I guess, or a horse archer, right? And depending which one you choose, you either get to summon the men-at-arms infantry, I don't know, like the companions, or champions, or you get to summon the horses that have bonus damage versus crossbows. And whichever one you choose, those get available to build in keeps, but she also has an ability that she can call them, and summon them in the middle of wherever she is. So what you can do with her, by the way, is you can send her to the enemy base, and once your ability is ready, you can go into the woodline and then summon the units. Okay, level 4 is wild. Level 4 is wild. Level 4. At level 4, she has completed the journey of the hero. Do you see what she's wielding? She wields a heavy cannon based on her weapon choice. Her rally call ability produces additional units. Jeanne d'Arc's companions are upgraded to elite, and she gains a powerful ultimate ability. So, what you guys... Is there more? Or are we going back to start? There's no. Okay. So, when you start at level 1, every time she levels up, you will always have 2 choices. Okay? So, you'll always have the melee ranged, melee ranged. Melee ranged, and then you're going to have which companion you want. And then at the end, there's 2 different ultimate abilities. So, and you get to summon extra stuff. I actually think that this Civ is very unique and very interesting to play. By the way, it said earlier, it doesn't say it here, but at level 2, you cannot build anything with her anymore or gather. Then she is a unit. And she gains experience by whenever units die, she gains experience. So it's a little bit different. -1 bill, yeah. So there's an interesting thing where if you pick Jeanne d'Arc Civ, so there's a thing where you don't need to level her up. You can keep her as a villager for a bit longer because you do lose a villager. And I mentioned this. I mean, someone else mentioned this to devs, like that -1 villager is kind of monka, but she is strong. How strong is she? She starts getting strong in level 3. She starts getting strong there. Khan's strong. Khan's not strong. So yeah. So just so you guys know, so you don't panic or picnic about these. Her abilities do have cooldowns. Damn, they already released this in game too. Okay. Sheesh. Her abilities do have cooldowns, so it's not like you're not playing League of Legends where you're going out and you're like pew, 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 and you're just killing everything with her. That's not how that works. So that's something you guys should know. Some of her abilities have very long cooldowns, like especially the better ones. And she has a really, really interesting economic ability as well. I'll say that. You start with 6 villagers, including her. No, you start with 5 plus her. Regarding anything else, guys, I can't like reveal what's not. I'm just like whatever is shown. I'm just giving you guys like information around it, but stuff that's not mentioned, I can't really mention. Again, this is what I said before. These variant civs are not like normal civs. Like when you play Jeanne d'Arc and when you play French, they're not the same. Like they play differently. They have different goals. You need to like level her up. The enemy can deny you from leveling her up. She gains abilities that benefit your army. That you know you can like damaging abilities, whatever the healing army abilities, economic abilities. So, like it said in the post, there's a lot of economic focus. Or sorry, a lot of focus on the civ on her specifically. Is she an aggro or passive civ? I think you can play her both ways, but I would probably say you kind of need to play her aggro. Aren't they just better versions? No, not really. Think about it this way: is Abbasid and Delhi, is one just better version of the other because they can both increase the amount of berries on the thing? Right, so it's the same with this. It's like, I don't think there's a situation where it's like, or at least that's the goal, right? Obviously, I don't know what the balance of the civs is gonna be like when they release, but the goal is to not be like, oh, this new version of French is just better French, so I'm just gonna play the new version and that's it, right? It should be a strategic choice. Right, which one you want to go. There's also going to be maps maybe where like you want a hero, right? And maybe there's going to be maps where you don't want a hero. For example, I'll give you guys an example. Jeanne d'Arc might be good. I haven't played hybrid maps, but Jeanne d'Arc might be good on hybrid maps, right? And French is awful on hybrid maps. For example, because, well, for all the reasons they're terrible. So suddenly you might be able to play her, but it doesn't mean that she will always be better. That's just an example where it's like French just sucks on water and she doesn't, I'm assuming. But there's always gonna be like choices like that. So some people that are more comfortable with like hero type units, like if there's some players that enjoy playing with Khan and keeping Khan alive and using its abilities, will probably enjoy playing Jeanne d'Arc Civ as well. I know there's a lot of people, by the way, that are gonna be honestly probably very upset at the way that she plays, because they're gonna be like, you know, oh wait, there's a hero in the game now, that's not what the game is, and yada yada. People gotta realize AoE 4 is not AoE 2. AoE 4 is not AoE 3. AoE 4 is AoE 4. So, from gameplay point of view, now I know people will have their opinion about like historic or whatever. So I'm not gonna go into that. From gameplay point of view, I am glad that the civs are very different from one another. I am glad that they're doing different things, because what's very cool in my opinion is not only you will have much different gameplay in at the high level, and this, like, for me, this for streaming is amazing because people are gonna be able to watch like all these different civs being played, but also you know, maybe there's some players that played AoE4, but they really, you know, maybe, I know this sounds silly, but maybe they come from MOBAs or maybe they come from Warcraft 3 and they like the hero aspect of the game, right? Of the RTS game. And now you have that option for them too. Just like you have English is like your go-to noob civ, it's good to have like a hero civ for people that like that. And some people won't like it, right? Like some people won't like it, and I think that's okay. That's why we will have 16 civilizations, so you can pick whatever you like. Jeanne d'Arc never had an RPG. But she will, just so you guys know, to like calm you down, this is not like a Blade Master level 10 with 6 items killing everything. Okay? Just so you guys know. Like, this is not gonna be like a hero just fucking soloing the enemy, right? I would probably say this is the most wild one in terms of historic accuracy, aka being a hero in the game, right? The other ones will be much more, you know, grounded, if you will. These other ones, by the way, the info will be coming soon, very soon. I can tell you that. So I'm going to be making videos for each one of these and kind of giving you guys a little bit of my experience about it, without revealing the stuff that, you know, I can't reveal, right? But every civ will obviously have their flag. It's just that, you know, once more info is out there, we'll release the flags too. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. If you're watching this on YouTube, I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you are excited for this as much as I am. I can't wait for the 6 new civs to come out. By the way, I just want to semi-announce this because I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like about 85-90% sure. But I will most likely be doing, at the very least, a 24-hour stream on November 14th on the release of the expansion. But there's about 80-90% chance that I will start a subathon on November 14th and go for as long as I can without dying. Which means I will be probably streaming for 10, 15, 20 days, 24/7. Obviously I will be sleeping, but the stream will be permanently up for a couple of weeks potentially. So yeah, once the new expansion comes out, I'm going to pre-plan all the content. I'm going to be recording all the content live on my stream because I will be online all the time. And I'm probably going to have something like playing, you know, 3 hours of Byzantines, then playing 3 hours of Japanese, then playing 3 hours of this civ. Then it's like playing 3 hours of Byzantines with this landmark, then playing 3 hours of Byzantines with the other landmark. So all that, me exploring, I'm going to be making videos like everything you need to know about all these civs. I'm going to be making build order guides and yada yada. But again, I will be sleeping. I'm not saying I'm going to go 3 weeks without sleeping. But yeah, yeah, that's kind of how it is. So yeah, that's it. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, more news coming soon for these other civilizations, and I'm going to upload those as well. If you're watching on Twitch, let's keep going.